Here we are doing another mock draft this morning, and yeah, we don't start any of these mock drafts out without a good cup of hot Joe. Yeah, that's how you got to start out most mornings, especially for as early as our start. So yeah, good morning. It's 9 o'clock our time. Usually we do these around 7, but we work a little bit later today, so a little bit more sleep. Well, not really, but a little bit more opportunity to do another mock draft today. Today we're doing a 7-round mock draft for the New York Jets, who have a lot of draft demo, and I'm really excited to get something like this done. This is going to be a lot of fun moving forward because this team, you know, they've actually got some pieces. Don't let the Jets fool you. They do have some pieces, but they've also got some things to take care of. So let's stop diddle dallying, or well, what's the other term? Dilly dallying and whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, let's go to take off some of our default settings. We're going to take out public versus PFF, care for positional value high, also draft for needs high, no randomness. We'd like to make this somewhat as realistic as possible. Sometimes it doesn't always end up that way, but that's just how it goes. So speed, we like to take it slow a little bit. We start the draft here. Yeah, the Jets have a couple of they've got a couple of things here. So they've got a couple of they got a lot of different things going for them. Yeah, this is a 7-round good. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start the draft here. And here we go with the Joe. All right, so you're the Jets. Biggest needs, we've outlined a lot of them. Wide receiver, linebacker, DB, according to PFF. I think there's a couple things. I would also like to go tight end at some point. I don't know. Overall, you find yourself, okay, wide receiver, linebacker, DB. Derek Stingley Jr. on the board. Yeah, I don't know that the Texans would go tackle there. Evan Neal, maybe they would. Again, it's so funny to me that the Texans, they have needed every position. That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. Kyle Hamilton goes number 2. Doesn't surprise me. He's a stud. Aiden Hutchinson. Again, I don't know with the Jags. I feel like they go Evan Neal number 1. I guess I could be wrong easily. Stranger things have happened. But here we go with the Jets at number 4. Let's see here. I think, yeah, you go Derek Stingley Jr. You don't even think twice about it because the Jets are going to be back on the clock at 10. So, you know, and there's been rumors, oh, could the Jets, you know, trade out from 10 back, maybe get more draft picks to help out this team? Maybe, but I doubt it. I think they need to stick at 4 and 10. They can get a lot of good players there. So, I feel like you go Derek Singley Jr. here and you don't even think twice about it. And I don't even think that's a problem. Excuse my wife. She was just getting up to go to work. I swear she wasn't letting one out. So now we go up to the 10th pick here. Let's see here. So you got guys like Drake London on the board. Also, could you double down on corner? Maybe, probably not. Let's see. Could you maybe get another future right tackle? I don't know what they're going to do. Could they bring Moses back? I doubt it. I'm sorry, honey. So Drake London's there. Wide receiver, linebacker. I really love me some Drake London. I really do. But also Devin Lloyd. He's not too much of a reach at this point. I would really like Drake London. I feel like if you're going to help out Zach Wilson, you help out by getting offensive line. Charles Cross is there. It's tempting, but he's mainly a left tackle, I believe, from my recollection. So I feel like if this is the way the board falls, I feel like you go Drake London here and you don't even look back. Again, this is the first edition of the Jets mock draft where we only we don't trade back. We just stick and pick for right now, so we see where the board falls and how it all goes down. That way, as we move along, we'll do a lot more trading and moving down, up, whatever. But for right now, it's just stick and pick and seeing where the board falls for a lot of these teams. So now you're in a position where, oh man, Jalen Pitre is there, Sky Moore is there, Brian Asamoah is there, okay, Kingsley Anagbari is there. I never get these guys' names right. I really don't. So you got 36 and 38. Man, they've got some draft capital. The Jets could really turn this around quickly. I really don't think, because now we like in the first round we got a guy like Drake London who's a big jump ball guy, big receiver who can run. You also got a guy like Derek Stingley Jr. to play corner for you. You love it. So you've got corner and you got wide receiver taken care of. Now, the question to me is, do you go get Sky Moore? No, because I really don't think you get Sky Moore. because I really loved what Elijah Moore did for you last year. I don't think you need to go get Sky Moore. Now, the question is, where do you go in terms of linebacker? Now, I love Asamoah. I have, but we've taken him in a lot of the mock drafts. Christian Harris is there. The question to me is, who's the best player on the board? Do you double down on corner? Because Jalen Pittry played like linebacker and safety. That would be nasty for him. I think you go Pittry here. He's a first-round draft pick that falls into the second round. I think you go Pittry and don't even think twice about it. And then you find yourself again here at 38. Man, what do they really need a lot. The Jets do need quite a bit to kind of help him out. But who's the best player on the board? Sky Moore. Again, I don't think you need to go Sky Moore in this position here. I mean, he would make for an interesting number 3, though. Like, that would be really interesting. If he falls to the 3rd, I think you go Sky Moore here. But overall, I think you go Brian Asamoah here. I love Asamoah. I really do. And could you, I honestly take a guy like Devin Lloyd or one of those boys or Nakobe Dean with 10? Yes. But, I mean, Drake London's just a stud. And again, we'll tinker with a lot of different things here, but Brian Asamoah, I love him. I think he's going to be a really good, I got a really big draft crush on him. I think he's going to be a really good linebacker for a long time in this league. So, and then it's kind of fun just to see where the rest of this board falls. There's a lot of good talent here, a lot of good teams that are really figuring out the rest of what they want to do here. So, I'm really interested to see how the rest of this falls. Oh, Sky Moore's there. Oh, you love it. You love it. You love it. Do you double down on wide receiver? Because you get a fast one. You got Elijah Moore, Sky Moore, also Drake London. Oh, I love it. You talked me into it, Self. I love it, Self. So, yeah, I really like this position here. If you can get Sky Moore in the 3rd, top of the 3rd, I mean, what he just ran like a 4.3, 4.4. All the wide receivers ran really fast yesterday. It was incredible. So now, I think at this position, you're into the 4th round now. You go BPA here, and you don't even think twice about it. Because, again, you can just at the point where you draft for needs, again, I don't know that this would necessarily unfold this way for the Jets, but, man, Troy Anderson fell from, I don't know if Troy Anderson falls to the 4th round. He played everything at Montana State. He really did. Let's see. I honestly think PFF, they just... they need to go do a lot of different things. Oh, Marquise Hayes is there. Listen, I would not have a problem with plugging in Marquise Hayes at right guard. I would, boom. I love that. I absolutely love that. You really just continue to build this offensive line for Zach Wilson, and they got another 4th round pick here. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see here. Donovan West is there for center. Romeo Dubes is there. Let's see. Bailey Zapp is there. Cordell Flat, you want to double down. Calvin Austin, he was 4.32 yesterday, the first receiver that ran it. Let's see here. And they got some. Cade Otton is there. I love me some Cade Otton. Noah Ellis is there. Oh, this is tempting all the way around here. Let's see here. I don't know. I really would like to get a good tight end here. Derek Deese Jr. is there. I think you could get Derek Deese Jr. at 161. I really do. So right now, who's the best player on the board? Yeah, Kellen Deese is a stud coming out of Arizona State. Do you go double down a right tackle here? I really think Deese is a guy if this is the way the board falls, again, I try to make this as realistic as possible. There's going to be a lot of things that change between now and then. So Deese there. And could we see the Jets trade down maybe to get some more draft capital in the early rounds? Maybe, but I doubt it. We'll see what happens over there. But overall, again, I really like how this is unfolding so far. I really feel like you, as the Jets, you really want to take a chance on some of these guys, but also just take a look at your value. Again, Derek Deese Jr. is there. I think we can get him at 161. Neil Farrell's a stud. He really is. But Donovan West is there. Do we go double down on Arizona State guys? Or do we go Luke Fortner? I love Luke Fortner too. That offensive line, I just want to keep building it. I really do. You already got a couple of linebackers too, so man, I'm going center here. I know that it's not necessarily a huge need, but I think you really need to just. Fortner, I think, like I've said all off season long, you can have a guy that just goes and plays for you, both guard and all those other positions too. Then boom, right here, if Derek Deese is there, I think you take him and don't. Yeah, boom. I love Derek Deese. I think he could be a really good tight end in this league and really help out a guy like Zach Wilson moving forward. You love to see that. because again, there's a lot of picks here. And again, first go around about this, just trying to see where everything falls. Could we, again, in first round, go get guys like Nakobe Dean? Yes, or Floyd as well, or Lloyd, whatever his name is. I'm sorry, I can't think today. I got to have more coffee. Excuse me. But I think overall, this is going to be very interesting because they really need to make sure, that they go in the right position here. Like they've got so many different ways to go about this. If they're in love with a player on their board, they've got draft ammo. They can trade up to number 1 if they want to. But overall, man, the Jets, they've got some draft ammo. They could really turn around this team quickly, get a lot of quality players in this draft, and I'm really excited. So I'm really interested to see how this will all unfold too, because I think, like we said, they've got draft ammo, but they've also got, just basically what they've got right now, not even trying to trade around. They could get some quality players. I absolutely love it. So taking a look at our draft now. PFF is usually a little bit slower for preparing the results. Hey, another good time for Cup of Joe. So yeah, if this is how the board falls, you love it. Derek Singley Jr. there at 3. I think he's easily the best corner in this draft class, or at least in that conversation. Drake London, number 10. So you've got a guy like Elijah Moore, who played very well down the stretch. I think he caught 5 touchdowns in the last 5 games or something like that. It was really impressive. He really showed out last year when he was given the opportunity. Also, you got guys like when you bring in a guy like Drake London, a big name receiver, a big tall receiver that can run, big red zone guy. You'll absolutely love to see that. Jalen Pitre, who played a little bit of safety, linebacker, and corner up at Baylor. I love it. Very versatile player that falls into the second round. I mean, another player for Robert Saleh to really toy around with and put into a lot of different positions. Brian Asamoah is a stud. You love that pick there. You really feel like he's probably going to play middle linebacker or inside linebacker in the league. Maybe a potential replacement for C.J. Mosley in the future. I don't know. We'll see. But you love what he brings to your defense. Also in the third round, Sky Moore. If he falls to the third round to the Jets here, again, I tried to make this as realistic as possible. But man, if he falls here, you love that pick. You got 3 3 potential really big name wide receivers to go along with what you got. I'm not really ready to give up on Denzel Mims yet, but we'll see. But overall, you like what you see there. Then you go into the 4th round. You got a couple of picks here. I really wanted to get offensive line help with these next 3 picks. Marquise Hayes, I thought he had a really good Senior Bowl, and I feel like he's going to continue to be a big part of a franchise. I think he could come in and start right away for the Jets, especially at guard there. They need some help on that right side, and I think he could be the guy that comes in and does it, especially 4th round. That's really good value. Kellen Dyche, Arizona State tackle. Again, I think Morgan Moses is leaving, or at least they haven't. I don't think they've re-signed him yet. And either way, I still think you need to bring in a guy you can develop, or at the very least that can come in right away. And I think he's that guy to start at right tackle for you and be a really good player for you. Luke Fortner at center here. Again, I tripled down on offensive lineman because I feel like you really need to. If you can finish shoring up this offensive line, man, oh man, this could be deadly. And I think Fortner could be one of those guys that potentially plays guard as well. So you got a guy that's versatile. At the very least, is a very good versatile piece in there. Versatile, a 6th-man offensive lineman that you can bring in and just. He can have his way and do what he wants. So, and you can do a lot of different things with him, and I love that. In the 5th round, last pick here for the Jets, I believe. Yep, getting Derek Deese. He was a really good tight end for. San Jose State. I think he had over 700 yards, 7 touchdowns. So getting another target for Zach Wilson with all those wide receivers and those boys out in the backfield like Michael Carter and all them, you really like it. You love it, actually. So I think there's a really good draft, a really good first showing of what you could see for the Jets. They've got a lot of draft ammo, and they could be rebuild really quickly. I think they could be a 7-8 win team if they have a good draft, like I think that they could, especially with all the players that they could get. But yeah, that's it. Let us know what you guys think about our 7th-round mock draft for the New York Jets. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Also, in the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there, and also remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. You can find that link in our description as well. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. Let us know what you guys think about our 7-round mock draft for the New York Jets.